Hello, I am Joe Shusey, inventor of the perfumed insole, and this is Board, Deck and Dice. Today we're looking at 3 to 6 player bluffing deduction card game called Get Bit. You may have remembered I mentioned this on my Dire Monsters review. In Get Bit you have 6 kind of cool figures and they come with stickers, so you don't have to have this green one as the kind of Amazonian dagger lady. You could have stuck your skeleton stickers and had a green skeleton if you wished. These figures have an important trait, and that is that their limbs come off. In fact, everything comes off, the head, everything like that. The worst thing about these is the stickers are not very sticky and I had to apply extra tape to them, but I got over it. In this game you will take one of the colours and you'll take a deck of cards for that colour. So let's say I am green, we have the numbers 1 to 7. On my go I will secretly play one of these numbers. Now, the trick is to play the highest unique number. If I play 4, and then, so let's say I played 4, black's played 2, red and white have played 3, and brown have played 6 and blue has played 5. What happens is, starting with the lowest unique number moves to the front of the queue and away from the shark. So black has got 2, which is the lowest unique, they go forward. Then it would be 3, but 2 people have played 3, so they cancel each other out and they won't move. Then we come up to 4, and the green will move, which is me in this example. Then brown, then blue. And there we have it. And then the first go is just an ordering go, but every go after the first one, the person left with the shark next to them loses a limb of their choice. So white is now, essentially you've got 4 lives and white is down to 3. All cards that have been played stay in front of players, so you can see what cards that those players have left, and you can work out sometimes what they might play next. When you get down to 2 cards in your hand, or if you get bit, you get to take all your cards back into your hand and have an advantage there. So it will keep going down, people will lose limbs. Once someone loses all their limbs, they can no longer swim and are shark food and they are out of the game, and you carry on with the remaining players. When you get down to just 2 players, the player nearest the beach automatically wins. Now this is a rather unsatisfactory ending and is my biggest negative for the game, because there's no way to satisfactorily resolve this. If you go by cards, both of them will have cards on the table, and it's quite obvious the way for the person who's already in the lead to win. It creates an obvious situation where they know exactly what the other person has played, and therefore they can either force a draw or just win outright. So you can't really do it that way. So this is the only way that you can resolve the game, but it doesn't have that satisfaction, and after the long fun game it's kind of a bit of a downer, but hopefully the fun is in the playing and in the losing your limbs and choosing which limbs to lose. There is an expansion for this where you can play as the shark. I haven't played that, but I'm interested to pick that up. I might try and pick that up at the UK Expo. But that's essentially it. It is a fun game. It takes this kind of system of playing the highest unique number. If you play a 1 and everyone else no one else draws, then even though you've gone to the front, everyone else will move and push you to the back. So even though you've played a unique number, you don't want to play too low. And it's just great fun, easy to explain, easy to play. Intimidation factor, none. The rules are actually on the back of the little map you have, which you don't need, and actually isn't quite long enough. But it explains it really well. There's some variants for 2 and 3 players, and that's it. That's all the rules there are. Very easy to read. So intimidation factor, not really there at all. You open up the box and it's like opening a box of Lego. You're like, cool, you've got the Lego shark, you've got these characters that you can pull bits off and they just snap back onto. Look, even the hips and thighs come off there. And you stick your stickers on and you go. It's easy. If you play with less than 6 players, you take the higher number cards out and it scales well. Certainly from 4 to 6 is really good. There's a 3-player variant, so you can work with that as well. This is a great little game, and certainly better than Dire Monsters, which utilises the same system but to worse effect. I've been Mr. Shusey. the inventor of the perfumed insole, and this is Board, Deck and Dice.